Hello, my name is Rachel Grothaus with Nebraska Woody Florals. Today I'll be talking about holiday design, a couple different ways that you can use cut woody florals and branches in your holiday designs to not only make a bigger impact, but also upsell the designs that you are making for the holidays. I will be talking about this vase is kind of a standard rose vase design, and how adding a few branches really can make it seem like such a larger statement. It's a great way to upsell your design, as well as protect your flowers actually if you're having to bag those designs due to cold weather. And I will also be talking about the smaller design, a cute little basket for the holiday season with a handle that I fashioned out of curly willow sticks. So to start with, we'll begin with a more typical 2 dozen rose vase. Great, beautiful design for the holiday. But let's say you have a customer that walks in at the last minute and is looking for something really special for their sweetheart or an important celebration. A great upsell is simply adding some cut branches into your design. And you can do this actually. A great way to do this is before you start your design, but it is not necessary to always have done that first. You can take just a few branches of curly willow and place them into your design, and by doing so, you can give your design a completely new and different look. And if you're not happy with where one is setting, simply snip it off. And you can also take the tips off just to give it a little cleaner look. It helps, of course, to look at this from all angles while you're doing this kind of work. And as always, you want to take some of those smaller laterals off, just once again to give it a cleaner, more finished look to the branch. So as you can see, just by adding a few branches, really only I added, let's see, about 5 branches to this design. I've extended the space it takes out. It actually looks bigger and larger than it really is, which is great for an upsell to a customer looking for something a little bigger, a little showier. And you've also created a really nice protective covering if you need to use a bag during cold weather season. So we'll just grab a bag out. So due to cold weather, if you must use a bag, the biggest thing you want to do is protect the flowers that you've already made in place in your design. And as you can see, the curly willow helps to do that up top, and also gives you a nice place to gather and tie the bag onto. So in order to protect your design from cold weather, just place the bag around your arrangement, and you can gather the curly willow up here at the top, and it gives you a place to wrap a nice little ribbon around the top of your bag and finish off your design so it arrives in style. Not only have you added size and space to your design, you've added hopefully a little more profit, as well as a nice little cushion to protect your design from cold weather. Next up in holiday design is this cute little basket that you can see that I fashioned the handle actually out of curly willow sticks. So to begin with, what you'll need for this design is a nice little container, and this natural looking container works really well when you are going to be using curly willow. It kind of keeps the look cohesive. Some florist foam, as always, soaked as this is dry. You'll want to give it a good soak, as well as some bind wire, which comes in handy when you are fashioning the handle. So to begin with, you'll want to take a nice bunch of curly willow. This is just your standard green curly willow from Nebraska Woody Florals, 2 to 3 foot, which works fine. For this size of design, you would need a little bit smaller, more flexible pieces. You don't want to be working with the really large branches for this kind of design. And you can simply start by grabbing a few branches, and we'll just keep the numbers even for counting's sake. And you can just kind of start to twist one of them around the others. Keep them all in line, and make sure you have a good bend in the stem. This is great with using these Nebraska woody floral branches. They're nice and flexible all year. And then when you have it started, and you can keep adding, I like to turn the branches the opposite way so you have thickness along both sides of the handle. So as you can see, the bottoms of the stem are to my right, and I'm going to place the next bunch with the bottom of the stem towards my left hand. Again, it just kind of helps give your handle the same thickness all the way across. And then you can give it a good little twist. If you see any sticking out, you can just kind of twist them up again. And you know, it doesn't take long until you have a handle for your basket. And you can place the container at the side of your table and decide what height you would like. And I'd say that looks about good. And you'll just take a piece of bind wire here and find a spot where your curly willow comes together nicely, and just give it a nice little tie with bind wire. I like this natural color because it hides fairly well with the curly willow. It's got wire inside of it, so it's great for keeping things in place, and it doesn't look like your typical florist wire. It's maybe a little more finished looking. So you can do one end and then take your next end and kind of check your length again. And tie that one off as well. So the next step is simply to cut off the excess branches that you don't need. Set those aside for later use. You definitely don't want to toss any of the extras away, because there's always a good use for some nice curly willow. Then you can place your handle anywhere you would like. If you'd like it to go crossways, I kind of like the diagonal look, give it a little bit different look. And it's a good idea to secure this. Once again, you'll want to use a bind wire and tie the handle to the basket, just in case once you have it full of floral foam, it gets pretty heavy, and you sure don't want a customer coming along and trying to pick it up and have the whole thing end up on the floor. So you will want to bind that, but also once you put the floral foam in too, it does secure it fairly well. But like I said, when the floral foam is wet, this basket does get a little heavy. And so there you go. There is your holiday basket with a handle, and you can do all kinds of fun things with it. You can put some sorrel leaves in like I did, and weave the hypericum berry along the stem. Hypericum is a great choice as it holds up very well. Doesn't always have to be in water, although these stems are tucked into the floral foam, so they are drinking. Another option would be to take some really fun sheer ribbon, and you can just wind it in and out, dress it up for the holiday season. There's all kinds of things that you could do with a handle like this to make your design unique and different and stand out among the crowd of holiday arrangements. You know, one simple addition to a container, change the whole look of your container, update it to give it your holiday design a completely different look. It's a great way to upsell your designs, as well as have some fun with branches. Thanks once again for joining me as we talked about holiday design.